Zero Cool here, back again with another video, and I'm just recapping all the stuff that I went with global. The global nodes were actually a little bit easier than I thought. I thought it was going to take me a lot more tries, especially since I chose Viv. But yes, it turned out that hey, it wasn't a bad idea. Relatively cheap, and she proved to be a little bit of help there with those blinds. So let's recap this. So it took me for 2 attacks to knock out Node 1. Node 1 was a little bit difficult, but it was perfectly fine. The Weaver was like, but I had to take her out and then bring the group back in with another shot. So it took 2 shots, 1 time, well, 1 day. Do it with Viv. And Viv's blinds did help out a lot. And the fact that they did an entire row was beautiful. So it did help a little bit. That hang was a bit of a problem, but not too much for Quicksilver and Apocalypse. Basically, Quicksilver and Apocalypse are the ones that are running this. Captain America didn't really feel like he was doing okay, but, you know, it was alright. He did what he needed to do. He fed energy, he made sure the defense was up, getting the taunt to poke at him. Hopefully, you know, it works out for you, but Nemesis did help out a lot with, you know, giving that energy, giving that health back. So wasn't too bad of an idea, but what they did was probably better than Cap, just a little bit. The blinds were really, really good. Node 2 was a little bit more difficult, and I found that out when I saw 2 Ghost Riders. So 2 Ghost Riders can be a pain, and they dropped in different rows. So I had to back out and go back in a few times to make sure that I actually got them to fall in the same row. And here's where Viv comes in again. Great. The blinds. The blind from Viv to both Ghost Riders helped out a lot, because I could go ahead and now knock out everybody else in both the other rows and not worry about getting sent off into hell from Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider can be a pain, especially when there's 2 of them, because once you kill somebody, bam, passive hits off. So that worked out great. Quicksilver was playing a big role here, knocking off charges for characters. Nemesis stole a lot of health, and Cap was still kind of just around there, but he was pushing out the vulnerables, so that way we can go ahead and start attacking like crazy everywhere. But it was, once you get rid of Weaver, then those Ghost Riders come, and then the rest of, you know, the little new warriors are playing, sitting there punching at you. But once you get them gone, it's pretty good. It was a little rough, so I had to go back in, back out, back in, back out. But once I got both Ghost Riders in the back and the blinds hitting, perfect. And Scarlet Witch, oh my gosh, she helped out with extending all those debuffs. So the blocks, the blinds, great. Worked out perfectly. Only took 4 attacks, which means it only took me technically 2 days on stream. Because I only do DD6 on stream, so I don't do it at home. So it's, hey, I'm just going to attack it, boom, going through. So right now we're looking at 2 days in O2. So it's not that difficult. Just remember that, you know, it can be a pain going back out, back in, back out, back in. But at least there's nothing where energy spent or nothing like that, so you going back out multiple times. And Node 3, Hearts of Death Seed can be a pain. That Gambit is annoying as hell. Rogue didn't actually pose a problem. If you could time it to where she drops and you block her, boom, get her the hell out of there. But it's Dark Beast that plays a big role. Even when you take them out, boom, another Dark Beast drops, and you're like, please, just go away. But the rest of Death Seed's around there, except for Magneto, but still, they're posing a big issue. And the blinds did help for the most part. If you could get the blind or a block or a stun, if you got somebody that stuns on that Gambit, it could help tremendously, because that Gambit team stings like hell. So I would say, hey, try to blind at least 1 row if you can. Usually the same row with Rogue and Gambit that drops. Blind them both. Obviously, Rogue doesn't really matter, because her turn 1 is unavoidable, so she's gonna slap you anyway. So you might as well just get used to it. But the rest of it, boom, if you can blind them, then try to attack everybody off, get everybody out of there. Iron Man Zombie is a little of a pain too, mainly because you got to try to kill Hela, and that way, boom, he goes. So kill Hela first, then go after Zim, but then another Hela drops, and then another Zim. So it's like, stop. But it was a little bit of a slog, but it took another 2 days, and it wasn't too bad. But we got through it. done now. I wish I could take Apocalypse out of the nodes, but can't. So overall, deciding what characters you guys want to take in is literally up to you. There's a lot of good characters out there, but I went for the cheapest, so not the most optimal. I could have stayed and just waited for a while and been like, oh, screw Nemesis, oh, screw Viv, and let me go after some other characters that could actually do something, that would actually, you know, be a really, really good investment. But for right now, I did it because they were the cheapest and they get me into DD6 faster. So I went with both Nemesis and Viv for that. Cap's a good choice because of Crucible and Rebirth right now, and Rebirth is still decently in raids. Quicksilver, Apocalypse, duh. But I mean, it really is up to you what characters you want to take in, which ones you have the gear for. It's literally gear. I have seen some people take Doom, seen people take Agent Venom. I have seen people try to take in Cap Sam, or even parts of Darkhold or Titania, because hey, she slaps. Jesus, she slaps at 16. She slaps even more when she's at 17 or 18. But it's really up to the characters that you have gear for. And if you have the patience to wait for it, you can go that route. But then sometimes we're impatient and we want to just take whoever we can in. It's really up to you. I don't judge on nobody. You can take whoever you want. There's always possible, probable, optimal, or the cheapest. And I took the cheapest, and that falls under possible. So took them in. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than I thought, but worked out great. So if you're thinking about global, try to think of characters that you can get them to. If you got time, then just wait till you have the most, you know, the optimal characters to take in, and then you'll push it right away. But thanks for watching this for global. We got through global, but if you like, please like, share, subscribe on this video. Comment down below. Let me know what's going on with it. What are you guys taking into global? I took some weird ones in, but hey, it worked out for me. So let me know in the comments below. But until the next one, y'all, I'm rolling out.